Universal Music Group and a further 6 major record labels have filed a lawsuit against the UK company iBus Media Limited. They allege 46 copyrighted songs have been used 253 times by the company in their Poker News podcasts. They're requesting $150,000 damages for each use. We note that the RSS feeds for most Poker News podcasts have now been removed. They use a mix of hosts including Audioboom and Podbean. Poker News Romania still exists at the time of writing, hosted on Podbean, and the latest episode starts with Benny Goodman's Sing, Sing, Sing with a Swing. We'd play you an excerpt, but obviously we're not going to. We've also published a guide on how to use commercial music in your podcasts, including fair use, non-commercial usage, and other elements. You'll find it at podnews.net/articles. Chartable, a podcast analytics product, has added integration for Apple Podcast Analytics. To use it, however, you need to share your Apple username and password with Chartable. They've also launched Trackable, a redirect stats service much like PodTrack or Blueberry. We're trying it out for this podcast. Panoply writes about Apple podcast ratings and what we can learn from them. Their conclusion is to pay extra close attention to the first few hundred ratings and reviews you get. The New York Times has interviewed Guy Raz, host of How I Built This. The Washington Post's new podcast, DigiDay, posts an important correction to the story that we mentioned yesterday. An earlier version of this story incorrectly stated that the Post is estimating 1 million downloads per episode, rather than 1 million downloads per month.